You're listening to the Gem Mint Podcast by GFNF. Your weekly breakdown of sports cards, hobby news, and everything in between. Here's your hosts, Jake and Nico.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Gem Mint by GFNF. It is August 10th, episode 28. Back on our little weekly schedule here. As always, I got Jake with me. What's good, bro?
Finally recovered from the National, I think.
I think so. It was a little rough getting back to work. I know you had some pretty long shifts over your job, so that's probably even more brutal because you had some extra time off. So it's probably worse going back.
We did some late nights out there, not that, a little bit later than I'm used to, so I'm getting old now. It's to the point where I need at least a week recovery time.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Let's hop into it. It was pretty, busy day. Hopefully not over for retail. Kind of like caught off guard. There was no target drop yesterday, but we saw a target drop today. So obviously kind of not too crazy or like unexpected, seeing that they've like severely been changing up their schedule. No more every 2 weeks. It's been like every month almost. And it's been like massive drops. So we saw a target Wednesday, and it was a bunch of scrap stuff that we saw last week. But we saw optic blasters. So finally some optic football before Walmart, which is rare. But stock seemed really healthy. Everyone pretty much, if you were botting it, hit every task as long as your profiles were decent.
Right.
Not really concerned about the prices because of that. These optic blasters look like they're pretty loaded. Just from the color, hollows, downtowns and stuff. So feeling pretty good about those. And then we should see, hopefully, it's like 5:30 Eastern right now. We should hopefully see Walmart later tonight with optic blasters. They uploaded the page yesterday. It's actually live now, so should see a first drop from Walmart. They are $5 more there, so kind of crushes profits a little bit, but they might be a little more desirable. Seeing those are the purple shocks, and Target are the pink, just like the Prism megas and stuff or have the pink. But we'll see. I mean, we're gonna go for a few. Not gonna go too crazy, seeing as we got a lot of blasters from Target coming.
A weird amount.
Yeah, weird amount. So, but yeah, and then I guess like kind of on the botting front, there was some concern with Target. And I think it's enabled again, where they've been kind of like limiting orders to zip codes, and it seems to just be high demand items, regardless of who is the one ordering it. They just like let 4 orders through, and then there's like a cooldown period of like 10 minutes or so. Pretty interesting, honestly, like kind of tactic. Kind of seems weird. It seems kind of sad, like that's the best they can come up with.
Well, why are they turning it off during the card drops? I mean, it would make more sense if they left it. I mean, I'm glad they did, but why turn it on? I mean,
optic would still be in stock right now. I'm like confident in that because
for sure,
you wouldn't be able to get orders through. Maybe they have it on and their site just can't handle it. It could just be poorly architected.
That's true.
So that wouldn't surprise me. But I am fine with them shutting it off during the big drops. So
you need to make sure they sell out.
Yeah. I mean, it was in stock for like an hour or so, but I think it's just due to the lack of drops. They're just dropping more at once. Not a big deal. In store,
we'll take it all.
Yeah, we'll take it all. On the in-store front, optic is still showing up in Barnes & Noble. Nothing in Target or Walmart yet, but I think that will probably change later this week, at least with Walmart. I don't know if we'll see in-store with Target, maybe Fat Packs or something. But it's optic season, so everyone's...
Except we're not going to get hangers, though. They forgot Target's
yeah.
Do you think maybe they made them this year?
Well, there is a link for them, so who knows?
Say less.
Yeah, we could see them, but it could just be some cap there.
Then again, when Optic dropped it wasn't last year, a year before, but when 2020 Optic dropped, they weren't done with cards in store at Target yet.
True. Yeah, they were still doing that. It was just like severely limited. At least like my stores were like pretty crazy. With that stuff, it was like lines forming and stuff like that. But
right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the retail front for this past week. Let's hop into some hobby news, some pretty big stuff. GTS Distribution, they lost their deal with Topps. Probably one of the biggest distribution companies. I know a couple of our guys that have stores use them, and it seems like they lost their deal with Topps. So Fanatics is trying to go direct to card shops, which I think is probably good for the shops.
This is how I view it. And I know a lot of people are upset on Twitter and whatever, but they don't really understand how this works. Like, local card shops don't just have free range to order everything at ridiculous allocation, cheap prices. They have their allotted amount, and some of the older, bigger accounts are significantly more they're able to order. But once that initial allocation's out, they're paying resale price or whatever GTS is charging them. So if they go back, I know, our friends over at Real Breaks, they talk about it all the time on their show. They're huge. They're the biggest Topps allocation in the country, and they do a ton of Bowman. So when Bowman comes out every year, they pay that low allocation price for their initial load of Bowman. But when they go to stock up, they're paying whatever GTS is charging, at the time. So I think overall, like for breaks, for those of you breaking with big breakers like Leighton and Houdini and Real Breaks and these guys, Backyard, it's going to end up, I believe, with a little bit lower prices. Some of the smaller shops may take a hit because most of the allocation is going to go to the long-standing accounts. That's how I view it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, maybe they'll get better prices though without that middleman. As Fanatics seems to think that they have the infrastructure to do distribution. So what do they need GTS for? So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Kind of rolls into our next thing. Josh Luber, who's like the chief visionary officer over at Fanatics, he stated that local card shops are the 1A and 1B of the hobby top priority. So I don't think there's any reason for them to completely like isolate card shops from the hobby at all, especially if they think they can handle the distribution. They would it seriously just would be stupid to do that. So
what are they going to drop retail on their site? All the retail that goes out, like there's no way.
Yeah. No, you still need that in-store experience. So that's I guess reassuring to hear. They just have to act on it, because words only go so far with that kind of stuff. So we'll see though. Some kind of upsetting news from the Natty. This happened on the last day. The AC police are investigating a theft of $87,000 worth of cards from Gizmo Sports Cards. We were talking about this. It was a guy that had, and I stopped at his table a couple times, the most insane mint raw mantles, like 6+ type grading, grade worthy mantles. And the way it went down basically is the day before, I think Saturday, like as the show was closing, this guy approached, I guess, Gizmo Sports Cards and like picked out like $87,000 worth of cards, and he had handed the guy, whoever owns Gizmos, like a bag or box of $100,000. So to pretty much like hold like as collateral. And the guy, I guess, that had was buying the cards, wanted to take him back to his table, I guess to show his son or something like that. So for whatever reason, they let him. And I think he said he would come back in the morning or something like that, and just obviously never showed up. And it ended up being like $5,000 in singles in the box instead of $100,000. So the guy just assumed, didn't check the money. So kind of a little bit of stupidity on their end, not
so bad.
not checking the money to see that it was actually not $100,000 worth. And this guy got away with all raw cards. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna get them, but
yeah, I mean, there's cameras in there. We saw them up there. I mean,
yeah, unless this guy's at like the most insane low profile, just seems stupid. But
something tells me there's a little bit more crime going on in AC too than
probably
are dealing with than just this, but who knows?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll see if they catch that guy. Golden, because they just can never not be the top sale in everything. They handled the private sale of an SGC2 Honus Wagner for the all-time sports card sale of $7.25 million.
You buy that?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, it seems weird.
I think it's because this whole heritage auction mantle right now that they like, which it has already beaten that, so it's already past that $7.25 million. It's at $7.44. So they held it for like a day. But Ken Golden has serious. I'm not gonna say it, but he just has to be the top of everything. I'm not a fan of them or how they do business. I constantly seeing negative experiences on Twitter with them, and now PSA is in bed with Golden.
They also said it was a private sale and stuff like that, so no way to verify it wasn't a live auction on their site or anything.
Yep. So
lies.
Yeah, just got to take their word for it. Topps, they've expanded product into 300 lid stores across the country in conjunction with National Sports Card Day, which was a couple days ago. They've been pumping cards through lids, which is very interesting, but another way to get stuff out.
They said they want to go up to 500 stores by the end of the fall. So
yeah, get yourself a hat and a blaster. So or a hobby box.
A $50 blaster.
Yeah, and a $75 hat.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, good move by them. But yeah, still trying to just get it out in more spots. So using the avenues they have right now. So we talked last week about Golden and PSA doing like the whole rip and flip, rip and grade, whatever. So Beckett and PWCC partnered up. So they have I think it's like $50.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
quick grading, quick to market. Do you know if it has to be auction or can it be fixed marketplace?
It can be fixed market too.
Yeah, okay, that's actually more enticing to do that. I like PWCC. I like their fixed marketplace. Their auctions are easier to get in on. So bigger fan of them. Not a big fan of Beckett, but could have some options there. So that seems to be the new norm.
All these guys are bouncing back and forth from each other because eBay and PWCC obviously used to be in bed, and when that split, eBay was quick to scatter to. I mean, because that's a huge chunk they lost. So eBay's doing their. Who did they partner with again? I'm blanking now.
That's a good question.
Isn't it Golden?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think
there's too many damn vaults now.
Yeah, they should partner. They should go after Alt. Is what eBay should do.
True. Team Alt, best customer service out there.
Definitely.
But yeah, very interesting.
Sponsor us, Alt.
Yeah, please. Slabstock, they introduced the reduced grading with SGC for $24 a card. SGC is literally grading cards in one day at their $30 level, so it's actually pretty insane. I've seen it multiple times. People are saying they send a card in, and it's on its way back the next day. So it could be a good or bad sign. I don't know.
Let me take a little bit of a price hit with SGC, but some of the slabs do well, and you can't beat a couple day turnaround.
Yeah, I mean PSA's got its cheap price entries too, but a day or two. I mean, right. they ain't doing that. So
nope,
not at all. Another kind of unfortunate story with I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, out in Chicago. You want to touch on this?
Yeah, so the guy that he stole $100,000 worth of cards, including mainly slabs from Southside Chicago LCS. He got caught. He ended up being a 17-time convicted felon. Shocking that there's that kind of crime that goes on in Chicago, believe it or not. But there was a Babe Ruth. What was it? A 32 Gaudy or something like that. 33 Gaudy Babe Ruth. There was a 52 Mantle. Or I'm sorry, a 53 Mantle that was a high grade. It was over Memorial Day weekend when this heist took place, but they took 100 cards and a couple big slabs. But they ended up finding this guy, 17 convictions on his record. He robbed a comic book store a couple years ago, so he's got a record of this. But anyway, he got caught, and they recovered every single card. So that LCS got super lucky. Good for them.
Yeah, he probably had no idea what he was going to do with them. Probably
Yeah,
got him.
I mean,
Was like, he doesn't look like the smartest guy.
No. I would definitely move that LCS out of that neighborhood, though.
Probably. Well, you got to worry about that guy now. So
Yeah.
one less to worry about. PSA, they announced that they've greeted over 1 million cards in July. The $18 card special, like cards are popping already, which is
Wild.
insane. But they do.
I have orders there from March,
Yeah.
so that's infuriating.
Yeah. But they did announce that the Jersey office is live and grading already. So I don't know how they're. I haven't seen like that you could ship there, so I don't know what they're sending there or how it's getting there.
Yeah, dude, that would be insane if you ship to California and then they're shipping it all the way back.
Yeah, I
to
don't
Jersey.
know. There's no option to ship there, so I don't know how they're gonna implement like you got to ship here. You know, I feel like they would have to charge you for shipping.
Carrier pigeon.
To make sure you send it to the right place, or give you the option to just send it to either. So
They're doing carrier pigeons, low cost, fly it out.
Yep.
Simple.
Yep. Do a little fantasy football preview here.
Yeah, we might as well get into it because we're thinking.
Yeah. So quarterbacks. So ESPN, they have their rankings. I'll just rip through the top 10.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Patty,
Love 'em.
Herbert, Lamar, Kyler, Dak, Hurts, Brady, Rodgers, and Joe Burrow. I don't know, where are you leaning this year? Like, I usually draft quarterback pretty late. I don't know how you handle your draft.
Yeah, I mean, I take a quarterback like maybe a round or two before most. But what's wild to me about ESPN's rankings on this is how, and shout out Matt who's going to be angry with this, but why is Jalen Hurts number 7?
Yeah, I mean he was playing really well beginning of last year. I mean he should put up points. I mean their offense got better. He's mobile, so he's got that going for him. But I'm taking Tom Brady over Jalen Hurts personally.
Yeah, I mean,
and Aaron Rodgers.
I think Lamar Jackson's going to have a breakout year again. Obviously everyone wants Josh Allen. He leads fantasy points almost every year. But out of that list, I mean, for value buy, I like Joe Burrow as the 10th rated. I mean, Derek Carr at 14 is a great secondary to get later rounds.
Yeah, I'm going Carr or Stafford. If Stafford's, I think Stafford hurt his hand or something. If it's not too serious, I really like Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford as the 12th is wild. I mean, there's a chance that he wins MVP and finishes towards the top.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like him at MVP. So, yeah, I think that's I usually don't target any of those top guys unless like it's getting so late and no one's picked them. I'm like, okay, well,
who are you staying away from?
Kyler, I think he's garbage.
Yep.
Russell, I don't know.
You don't like that thin air he's throwing in?
They've lost like every wide receiver to like an ACL, like legitimately every receiver. Trey Lance, I don't know. I'd rather Derek Carr or Matt Stafford at that spot. I like Tua a lot actually. I think he's going to get a lot of balls out there.
Got some weapons.
To Waddle and Tyreek. So I kind of like him too.
I'm staying away from Carson Wentz strictly because that man cannot stay away from injury. I'm staying away from
Yeah.
second year. I like Trevor Lawrence to me is I'm staying away from that.
Mitch
I don't
Trubisky,
know.
he's on the list.
I'd like Mitch Trubisky to just be sent out on a boat with, not enough fuel to return, just coast him into the middle of the ocean. Forget about him.
Poor guy. Poor Mitchell.
Where is he rated on here?
He is.
He's a starting he's a starting quarterback, right? You agree with that?
Yeah.
He's not even top 32.
Yeah, Drew Lock barely made the cut.
Kenny Pickett, dude, his backup is rated higher.
Yeah, I guess I think he's gonna start. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's it for quarterbacks. We'll hit maybe running backs or wide receivers next week. Yeah, we will hop into some sports news here. I'm gonna botch their names, bro. Tony Baselli, Leroy Butler, Richard Seymour, Bryant Young, and Dick Vermeil. I guess I didn't really botch that too bad. Inducted into the Football Hall of Fame.
The only name I know on there is Leroy Butler because he was a Packer.
Yeah, I'm way too, dude. I don't do the old guys. Like it's just like, yeah, because you pull their autos and shit out of football. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like when we do those like hit parade jerseys and stuff, you always get in like, you got like Leroy Butler jersey. It's like, come on, who's that? But yeah, well, congrats to
those guys. Yeah, they did that during they played the opening game of the preseason, which was Jaguars Raiders.
Yeah.
In Canton, Ohio. So that was pretty cool to watch. But yeah, these congrats to these old timers that are in and
playing in leather helmets.
Stay away from me in the card world.
Yeah. ESPN is just on the down here. The Big Ten has separated from ESPN and signed broadcast rights with Fox, CBS, and NBC. So I don't know what ESPN has left in college football.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they have their game day. I guess they could still do that.
Yeah, they do have the playoffs and the bowls.
Yeah,
but yeah. Well,
they're not doing something right. So
do better, ESPN.
Serena Williams, she announces what she's not calling retirement. She's calling it She's evolving from tennis. So after the U.S. Open, she's done. So she's older. Insane career, but yeah.
You in your prime against Serena Williams 20 years from now.
Oh, she's beating my ass.
How bad are you getting tuned up in that?
Oh yeah, no, there's no chance I would even be able to survive that. She's knocking me out straight sets for sure.
I mean, I'm not. I don't even know if I'd nick one. I don't even know if I get a little piece of it.
You just have to get lucky and just like block one. Yeah, no shot. But I'll let you take this next one.
Roquan Smith, who's our best defensive player for the Bears, he wants out. He requested a trade. Bears made a comment like, we don't want to trade him, which they probably will. Here's the deal. Of course he wants to trade. The Bears are terrible. They're managed horribly. The owners are 110-year-old dinosaurs. So this franchise is a joke. Okay? The Packers just crap on us every single year. I'm over it. Okay? I don't want to hear about it. I'm a fantasy football player now. I'm done with the Bears for this year. Just protect Justin Fields. Don't let him get killed. Other than that, see you later.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's really brutal.
I'll root for your Cowboys with you this year. Just because I want them to crush Matt's Phillies.
Well, they're gonna. Yeah, I mean, Dak Prescott owns the NFC, so I'm literally have zero concern about any of those games. I'm not worried about those teams. They can talk all the crap they want, but something we don't talk about very often on here.
I put this in here just because of how. Read this and tell me you understand what this means.
So, in the world of cricket, Ireland has beat Afghanistan by 7 wickets in the first T20. So
what?
I have zero clue what a wicket is. Let me look that up. Do you know what a wicket is?
I saw that. No, but I saw that headline. I'm like, this is going in.
Wicket in cricket. In cricket, a wicket is a set of 3 upright sticks with 2 small sticks on top, at which the ball is bowled. So I guess do you have to hit the wicket?
I thought they threw it at the wicket and the batter had to
Huh.
like hit it before it hits it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's an insane photo with like an umpire, a bowler, the ball, batsman, wicket, and fielders. So that game looks so confusing.
Shout out to Ireland.
Yeah.
beating Afghanistan.
Yeah, great try. Today I learned that Afghanistan has a cricket team. So
and they're not very good at protecting the wickets. Is that what you do?
I mean, they lost by 7 wickets, so they must
got
not
crushed.
be.
Get crushed.
The Denver Broncos, and some more news that we might actually understand. They've been sold to Walmart owners, the Walton Group, for a record $4.65 billion. That's insane. A lot of money.
Yeah. Did you think them getting Russell Wilson kind of helped with that, or?
No. I mean, I think it's much bigger than Russell Wilson. You know?
I just have a hard time believing the Denver Broncos are the most valuable franchise in sports history.
Well, they're not. Just because they sold for that? I mean, they're the highest sale, but they're not
Technically, they are, no.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only thing they're winning. I guess they won kind of recently, but maybe I'm just a Russell Wilson hater, honestly.
No, I like Russell Wilson.
No, I'm saying I might be a Russell Wilson hater.
Oh, you would be, yeah. I actually like Russell Wilson. I don't think I don't think 4.65 billion's a great number. I mean, I'm sure that whoever sold it's loving that.
Should use a coupon code or something.
You could probably pocket $2 billion and go buy any other team you wanted.
Probably. I mean, it's not a bad team to get, realistically.
Yeah.
I also don't have $4.65 billion to make that choice, so.
Yeah, not after Target today.
No, definitely not. Federal judge denies Live golfers' request to compete in the FedEx Cup playoffs. So, Live Golf is just like throwing a wrench in things with all this. Yeah, it's kind of like a rivalry. PGA versus Live.
Golf needed a little drama.
Yes, it definitely was a little bit too drama free.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree.
No one likes that at all.
No.
Because remember back in the day, all the drama in golf used to come from Sergio Garcia against Tiger Woods. Remember when Garcia would just whip his clubs into ponds and stuff? That's what we needed.
Yeah.
We need some of that.
Marshawn Lynch did not get his chicken right. He was arrested in Las Vegas for impaired driving. I don't understand these rich-ass dudes driving drunk or high.
Yeah, just
like,
hire a driver.
Like, insane. I don't understand it.
You've got nothing but money and nothing but time. Hire a driver.
Yeah. Chris Sale, absolute moron, hothead, insane guy. Like, legitimately insane.
Oh, yeah.
He is out for the season after breaking his wrist during a bike accident. First thing I saw...
confused with motorcycle, a bicycle.
Yeah. First thing I saw after that was the video of Biden falling over, but with Chris Sale's face
so good
on it. So, good job, Chris Sale. Former pirate Felipe Vasquez sentenced to 2 to 4 years following conviction of a sexual assault of a child. So he's a piece of shit.
Scumbag.
I feel like 2 to 4 years is kind of light.
Yeah, it really is.
So, I mean, you know what happens in there. I find out who he is.
Yeah, 2 to 4 years may feel like 10 to 12.
Yeah, for sure. So, he is probably done playing. So, enjoy that.
I'd rather talk about the other Pittsburgh Pirate.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Rodolfo Castro, he was booking his ass to third base and slid in, and his cell phone flew out of his pocket. Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
the ump looked down. He's like, "Bro, I think your phone's on the ground." So interesting.
You never know what was going on.
Yeah. Who was he texting? Was he tweeting or something? Was he on his burner on Twitter, talking shit?
He was on Tinder.
Yeah, probably. Was it a away game?
Yeah, you can't miss those matches. Yeah, of course. You can't miss those matches, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Sure. I saw other people saying that they also don't take, give them crap. They're like, oh, I don't take my phone to work, so this guy shouldn't either. So, hopping to the rookie update here. Wander and J-Rod are still out. Actually, I think J-Rod might be back. Wander's definitely not back. So those two really haven't changed. Or J-Rod might be back today. I don't know.
Yeah, he's coming back today. He hasn't played yet.
Yeah. Witt still hitting 252, pretty solid. I think that's still above league average. Adley Rutschman, absolute tear in the second half here. Hitting 253, 366 on base. His OPS is almost up to 800, so he's playing really well. And then Michael Harris kind of struggling a little bit on the average at 212. So not doing too hot. But you know, he's a rookie, so
yeah,
he's still surviving.
Torkelson's down in AAA still.
Yep.
Wander actually played yesterday in down. He's on a rehab assignment, so he should be back real soon. I think J-Rod's back today. So
word. Yeah, and then we got Tatis doing rehab assignment too, so he should be back pretty damn soon.
Speaking of those guys, real quick.
Yeah.
Topps Chrome, as we know this year, is way late. That usually comes out the week or two before the National every year. That's mainly what people are breaking at the National. This year, it's obviously super delayed. If they follow, remember we talked about Ben Baller. He made that, who I can't stand, but he made that comment about they're going to be short prints in his product, which usually his checklist is pretty similar to the main. If it's just Wander and Chrome, dude, like I wonder how those prices are going to hold up. Do you think they're going to burn J-Rod, or do you think they're
not going to hold up? There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, because they were pre-selling. Remember, hobbies were at 5, and jumbos were almost 1,000.
They have to be in it. Like, there's printing delays, but there's no way that they're not getting these guys in there.
Maybe that's why they pushed it back to justify that price. They got to at least put one of them in there.
Maybe. I think they'll be in there. But
I almost hope they're not at this point, because then we can dominate Update Sapphire on Target.
Yeah, well, they should be in Update Sapphire anyway, right?
Well, yeah, but if they put him in Chrome, then they'll be a rookie debut instead of a true rookie.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of gross. So
not quite as cool.
No, definitely not as cool. But yeah, let's hop into some high roller sales and massive pulls of the week here. On the sales front, a 2000 Upper Deck SPX Tom Brady at a 25 PSA 10 for $194,000. Wild.
Like,
yeah, something small. 86 Fleer Abdul-Jabbar PSA 10 $266,000. 2019, this was crazy. Bowman Julio Rodriguez Red Auto at a 5 BGS 9.5 $276,000. The last sale of this card was $13,000 before that, so that person made a pretty big come up.
Yeah, was it the same exact one?
Yeah, it was actually Blez Sports Cards that sold it. He bought it for like 8 or 9 and sold it for 13, and now it's sold for $276,000.
$250,000 come up.
Yeah. This was a massive sale. 2020 Topps Chrome F1 Max Verstappen Superfractor Auto PSA 9, $534,000. His 101 Dynasty did $174,000.
Yeah.
PSA 10. Which would you rather?
The Dynasty.
Really?
You know what? No, actually, no. I'm an old school guy. I like the Superfractors.
Yeah, I would have taken the Superfractor too. Like if price wasn't an option. Yeah. Steph Curry stuff still going insane. 2009 National Treasures RPA 101. It's a PSA 9 with 10 auto. Nice little 1.08 million. And then this one seems like an absolute steal. Whoever got this. Yeah. 2006 Upper Deck Exquisite Jordan LeBron Kobe triple logo man. Just PSA authentic, but 1.68 million. Compared to what that LeBron did, and this card is way better looking. And it's got 3 absolute goats on it.
Was that Shines or no?
I thought his was a 10. And I thought he had like an auto one, but maybe it was. If it wasn't, it's probably his now. So,
wow.
Yeah,
give me that one. Give me that one over the triple LeBron any day.
Yeah, definitely. You want to rip through the massive pulls?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's all big guys today, except for 2 little guys. But first one is 2022 Topps Tier 1, which just came out a couple weeks ago. Mike Trout patch auto out of 10, and the patch was the green underside of his cleats, which was super cool looking patch. Leighton Sports Cards pulled that one. They also pulled, Leighton did 2021 Eminence Football, which is insanely priced, high end. Aaron Rodgers Shield Patch Auto 101 with the Green Bay logo. Super cool looking card. 2021 Prism Football Tom Brady Color Blast. Put that Shy Polls pulled that one live on Facebook. Go watch that. That was pretty cool. This card's the best looking card of the bunch. 2021 Optic Football Jamar Chase Gold Vinyl 101 Shield RPA. Sports Card Outlet did that one. Instagram was that poll, and then we had to fit these guys in here. Might as well give them two of them. Backyard Breaks, those guys. They're at the National and the Crop Tops. 2021 Eminence Football Trevor Lawrence Jaguar patch. So it's a Jaguar face, RPA out of 5 they pulled. And then what was the other big one? I forgot the other big one they pulled.
They just pulled the NFL Shield Diamond 101 Tom Brady in Patriots uniform. So pretty big, pretty big card there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Pretty big pulls. That Eminence stuff has been pretty crazy for how expensive it is.
I wonder what the break spots are for that, because there's not a ton of cards in there, right?
Maybe like 8, I think. They're all just like one-touch, thick-ass cards. So,
what do they do? 8-spot hit draft or what?
Yeah, I think that's what Leighton was doing, random hits.
Man.
Yeah, out of my range.
Yep.
So,
no thank you.
Yeah, pass. I don't even like, honestly, how the cards look. I'd rather go with the National Treasures or something like that.
I'd splurge on that and get a Leroy Butler patch auto.
Yeah, I would definitely go Leroy Butler for sure.
Yeah. See how we bring that full circle? Only at Gem Mint, baby.
Yeah. Cool. Let's get into some upcoming drops. So retail front, I think Optic Football, just the other variations, Megas, Hangers, Cellos, waiting on that. We should hopefully see the Topps PSG set. That's that 270 total sets with Mbappe autos. His first autos ever. So that's still like people are just sitting on the edge of their seats to see how much that is.
So here's the deal. Here's a little alpha on that. Maybe it's not alpha. It's listed for this Friday on the Cardboard Connection and Beckett calendars. Yeah,
but Blowout updated the release date on their page because they did have those 2 pre-sale boxes to 8/31. So
8/30, okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Which is a Wednesday, so which kind of makes sense. They love Wednesday drops, so yeah, we'll see. And then Select Football, some pretty cool news there. They did announce that XRCs are live for Select Football, so it's usually redemptions, but kind of kills the reason to hold this. Obviously, I don't think anyone was too I guess your XRCs are the guys that just got drafted, so there's been kind of like lackluster feeling about this draft class anyway, and it's like I don't really want the top quarterback or stuff like that. It's people think it's going to be kind of crappy.
Probably won't be. But you know what's going to save it, dude? Mitch Trubisky is so bad that he's going to make Kenny Pickett look good, and it's going to carry the product.
It's not a bad theory, but it should definitely help boxes that those are live and you don't have to wait for redemptions there. So we'll be looking forward to that first off the line Dutch auction. Hopefully another solid buy in there to make some money. But I think that's pretty much it. Anything else, Jake?
No, I think that's it.
Sweet. As always, you guys can connect with us on Twitter and Instagram at GFNF __, GFNF.io to hop on the wait list to get into the Discord server. And then you can hit Jake up at Wrigley Elite SC on Twitter, and myself at NaffyBoy13 on Twitter. And as always, guys, we will see you guys next week. Thanks.